Hey everybody, it's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Happy hump day. Whoop whoop. Yes, today is Cherub Chit Chat. Yes, we are here today to talk about y'all. The most important, right? So, good afternoon to Sherry. Thank you, Sherry, for watching my back. I appreciate it. And thank you to Terry. Glad to see you here. Oh, and Melanie, you said you made it. Woo! Glad to see you here. Sharina, yes, absolutely. So this is Cherub Chit Chat. We're going to share some of y'all's projects to give a little inspiration because that's what we're all about. Now, I'm sitting in a table that I'm not used to yet, and I want to come down. Because when you're sewing, you have to be in front of it. And it's a great table. I love my kangaroo and Joey in the house. I love it. Y'all are going to see it in the future. It's a wonderful table. I'm just not used to doing videos with it. But I'm sitting here trying to get it acclimated. I hope you'll bear with me. But it's Cherub Chit Chat Day. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share some of y'all's projects that you have been willing to allow me to share. And then I got two things that I'm going to share new with y'all. And for those of you who love Fabric Cafe, I've got two new things to share. Okay? So we'll do that after the Cherub Chit Chat. Sound good to you? Let me know if you're here. Hey there, Terry. Good afternoon to you. Let me know that you're here. And you know what, guys? I don't do enough of this. If you would let everybody know where you're from. We got people spread out. Now, right now, I don't know how many people we got. And if you're lurking, don't worry about it. I lurk all the time. So, good for you. Because I do notice some lurkers. I can't see who you are, but it says how many people are in here and how many people are talking. So, do the math. At any rate, let us know if you're not lurking, where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from. And I will tell you, you don't see Mayhem here. It's his birthday. So before we start, I'm going to sing. Some people... I will tell you, some people on YouTube do not like it when I sing, but it's Mayhem. It's my son, and it's his birthday. So, just down the street in Newport News. Very good. Hello there, Patricia. Trisha, as she likes to be called. Where are you from? Croker. Is that really a place? I know it's a road. Is it really a place? You'll have to educate me. Hello there, Julie. Glad to see you. You're right there in Williamsburg. Absolutely. Love it. Okay, so happy birthday. Happy birthday to Mayhem. Or Michael, as some of you may know him as. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael, my awesome quilting son. Happy birthday to you. Yes. Oh, it's like Denby. Okay. Listen, I just needed a little education. Hey there, Leanne. Glad to see you. Hello there, Miss Carrie. That's my cousin. One of the 18,000 that I have. I'm not even kidding. I have a lot of cousins. But she's my age, so we were very close as kids. And you're from PA. Very good. Oh my gosh, Michael is missing out because he loves pugs. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Very good. Yes, thank you. Everybody, if you wish Michael happy birthday, I gave him the day off. Well, I didn't. Halo, not me. Halo gave the day off to him. I mean, it's a birthday, and he deserved it. I don't know if he'll pop in or not because he's not here. But it's his birthday, and birthdays can be special, right? So thank you all for all the happy birthdays. That is so sweet. I love it. Okay. Cherub Chit Chat. I'm here. Now, mind you, I'm like, you see me, I'm like trying to see into the screen. But we do have some quilts to share. People who are willing to share their quilts with us. Thank you, Carrie. I miss you, girl. And I love you to death. There you go. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Listen, Michael, I'll make sure he watches the rerun, the hashtag replay, so that he can see all of y'all. Yes, it's a very special day when somebody's born. It's your day, right? It's your day. You do whatever you want. And Mayhem, his nickname actually stems from, he's a gamer. He loves to game. And, for many, many years, I knocked it, right? Didn't get the Mother Award today that time. But I will tell you, he had a full scholarship to a college for gaming. So it's a real deal. It's absolutely a real deal. And he's very good. Yeah, I'm so glad you caught it too, Carrie. So, happy birthday to Michael. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Well, am I sorry? No, I'm not really sorry. I had to sing to my son. I will sing periodically. I've got a copyright infringement on Facebook for doing it. But it's just music is very much a part of our lives. And it's sad that, you sing 5 seconds worth of a song and you get copyright infringement. But it is what it is. So, I do it on, every now and again I do that. Not the best singer, and I realize that, but it is what it is. And it's my son's birthday, so we're going to sing happy birthday. I know I won't get a copyright infringement for that, so... Anyway, okay, so we got Cherub Chit Chat. So what is first on the list? So for those of you who are new to Halo, we do share quilts that other people make, because when you see them, you may be inspired to say, yes, I want to make that exact thing. But you also may think, oh, that would be really cool if I did something different. So that's where this is coming from. It's all about inspiration. These people, everybody is amazing. I mean, what you're going to see, it will inspire you to do something. So that's what we do. So the first one on the list is, give me a hot minute because I am reading far away. It's Sharina. Okay, so Sharina and Sherry, both in the group, they, in the Halo community, they are super speedy sewers. Okay, so the projects that come out of them, not only are they a lot, but they are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And I looked forward to this particular one from Sharina for a long while, because she actually had a long armor that longed armed for her for the quilting, and it turned out beautiful. Now, Sharina, you're in the house. Give me a minute. I actually know the person that did this pattern, but it's been such a long while that I can't remember where the pattern comes from. If you would tell people in the chat where the pattern came from, that would be super awesome. Now, we are both on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you're interested in this pattern, I think Sharina is on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook and want to know the pattern, if she we'll share it. You'll have to flip over. But if not, you can always email us at angel@haloinspired with a D.com and I will get it to you. Okay. It's a very popular pattern. It has done very well for the quilting community. They absolutely love it. I've seen it in a number of places, even when I went to my retreat with Angela Walters. It's buttons. Gotta love buttons. But she had it long-armed. So we're going to share her finished product. I probably should turn this off. There you go. You should be able to see it right now. If you can't, let me know. Cluck, cluck, so. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Sharina. It's a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I didn't download. She actually shared several of them. Hold on, give me a hot minute. Only did one? I'll have to do it again. I'll have to share this again because she actually shared a couple of photos to include the back. Now, if you are on on YouTube, you can like make it big. So she added, I want to say swirls of some sorts with this particular motif that she decided to do with her quilting. And it turned out gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this quilt. And I've seen it in person a number of times. And the quilt is just phenomenal. The design of the pattern is fantabulous. And then she had it quilted. She won a quilting gift certificate, basically. You know, that somebody would do it for her based off of all the things that Sharina does. She does a lot of charity work with her church and all the things. So this particular thing, she was able to win some long arming, which, you know, makes it great because not only do you not have to quilt it, but you also save some money, right? Yeah, absolutely. Sherry says she loves it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It is absolutely gorgeous. I looked forward to this for a long time because she has made this a while back, and, you know, to win something quilting and she picked this pattern. I love it. I absolutely love it. They did it with I'm reading her comment. It's definitely on YouTube. You can do an individual button with a jelly roll strip or 10-inch squares. That's good to know. It's so cute. I love this. And your long armor did a really, really good job. Awesome job. So you can do the pattern with an individual button with a jelly roll strip or a 10-inch square. But I gotta tell you, it's very, very cool to have a whole quilt like this. And I like I said, I've seen it a lot of different places, to include there's only one retreat that I attend if I go to a retreat, and it's Angela Walters, who we all know is a phenomenal long arm quilter. And in her retreat center, or in her education center, because she uses it for different things. She had this quilt hanging up, and so I got to see it in person, pieced. I don't know if it was long-armed. I'll have to look into that. But I love this pattern. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's Sharina and her button quilt. Thank you, Sharina, for finally showing your button quilt from Cluck Cluck Sews. All right. Give me a minute here. Now I will tell, oh no, not going to tell you yet. Okay, so the next one, if y'all are regulars, if you're part of the quilting community on a regular basis, Sherlock Sews is another person who definitely is a cherub of quilting, and you know, she's a participant in the Halo community. And she talked about a while back about a quilt that her aunt made that she was able to get. And so she shared it with me, and she allowed me to share it with you. And let me just do that real quick. Let me just share it with you. Oh, wait, before. It is swirls between the buttons and a wave on the border. Oh, I didn't even look at the border. I saw the swirls. She did the buttonholes with the squares and then circles in the squares. Well, that's really cool. So if you're on Google, you can to give you inspiration on quilting, because that's a very geometric type of quilting, and it's very square and it's very straight lines. But a lot of times quilters, long arm quilters, when you have those straight lines, they like to put some circular motion in it, you know, to give it some accent to the piecing. She did good. Her long armor did really, really good. There's a lot more in it than I realized. That's custom quilting. That's 3 different motifs. You got a good deal, girl. Okay. So, Sherlock. Here we go. Sherlock Sews Lori, as is her first name. So she got this from her aunt, and what I love about this, she thinks, oh, and it is. It's a large tumbler quilt. If you look at the motif, it's a large tumbler. You can get tumbler patterns all day long. And what is so unique about this is she actually used a blanket for the batting, and her cousins quilted it. How fun is that? How fun is that? So she shared it with me, and I'm sharing it with you because it's gorgeous. And what an heirloom. You know, I have a lot of people that come in or email different pictures or different things, and you know, I say this all the time, but I'm very honest about it. Every quilt has a story. And because this is handed down from her family, it has its own unique story. And we all can do this who are quilters. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love that she flipped it for us so we could see the back side of it and see some of the quilting. And I love that she used a blanket for the batting. I love that. Absolutely love it. You want to do a large tumbler quilt? Yeah. It is a beautiful quilt, Sherry. It is. And, yeah, I didn't know you wanted to do one. It is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, Sharina. And it's an heirloom for her family. Um, it didn't end up in a thrift store. It happens all the time. So sad. It ended up in, yes, it ended up in her family. And that just, it's going to add to the story. Now, I don't know if there's now Lori or Sherlock Sews, I didn't see her in here. You have a 10-inch tumbler? Holy cow, that's huge. I have no idea how big this one is. And she's not in here today. She may, watch the hashtag replay and then respond. I'd like to know how big they are, to be honest with you. But it's a gorgeous quilt. Absolutely gorgeous. And to think that it's not just her aunt, but it's her aunt and cousins that put this thing together, and she was able to collect it so it can be a part of her family. Love it. Man, 10-inch tumbler. I wanted to do a tumbler quilt. I don't know about 10 inches. That's huge. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it is fantastic. Okay, so that is Sherlock Sews, as she calls herself, her handle on YouTube. All right, now I'm going to give you a couple of things that Sherry, there's a lot of C's in today's quilting, in this show. But Sherry has a Apple phone. And I learned something today, so I'm very good about converting different things. But the way the pictures come through to me, you have to transfer them, and so not a big deal. I learned how to do it, but I think I need to add color to the backing. You're going to see here in a second. I don't know how it's going to transfer. It's a good thing that I have the blackboard behind it this way. So she made 2 table runners, and Sherry, if you would indulge us, Carrie says, I have a baby quilt that Grandma. Oh no, you do not. And you made? Wow. That's a gift, Carrie. That's an absolute gift. So my grandmother is, before I share this Sherry quilt, table runners that she made, I will tell y'all, I am a daughter of a mother who is absolutely amazing. And my mother was one of 12. And our family, I feel, is very unique. We're very large, but any one of those people, if something's going down, they will show. And I love it. I have a very, very unique family. Now, I'm the only one that was a military child, so I didn't get to grow up around my cousins. Just so you know, I don't know, Carrie, you can correct me. I think I have, I'm not kidding you guys, I think in the first generation of cousins, meaning the 12 siblings, they had kids. I think we have 32. And I'm the second oldest, so Carrie is below my age, like she's younger than I am. There are a lot of us. Like, we could have our own baseball teams. We could have our own, have our own a lot, right? Very, very large family. And although I didn't get to grow up around them. They're always there. Very, very unique. And then, of course, the second generation, so the cousins that had children, the 32 that had children, I think there are 19. Might be more now. The last count I had was 19. And then, so that would be like Michael. Yeah, that'd be like Michael. Michael and my daughter Tam, they would be one of the 19, and they're the oldest. And then from those, we have I think 3. Huge family, but just very different. Very, very different. We hear a lot of, things about, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have our own drama. But very, very unique and very different. You have no idea how many first generation cousins you have. Oh, I would love to know it, Sharina. I'd love to know what your first generation is. You should look into it. And if anybody, just share it with me. Hey there, Mom. Glad to see you. Terry says 31 cousins on your mom's side? 10 kids. Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. And it's different when you have a big family, but I'm an only child, guys, so I don't know a lot about siblings and sibling drama and all that stuff. I just hear things, and I watch a lot of Netflix and Hulu. But I feel very blessed in the family that I have, because I know I can, like Carrie, we were very close as kids, and I know I can call on her anytime, and she's going to be right there. So I feel very, very blessed with our family. And we had 2 fantabulous grandparents who led the coop, right? The rooster and the chicken. If you're going by chicken order, my grandmother and my grandfather were amazing individuals, and they didn't just make a difference in our family, but they made a difference in the community. And we have a lot to look up to and be inspired by. You're the youngest of you? Sharina, you're the youngest? Wow. I love hearing about big families. Love it. Because it's unique. It's different. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, I digress. So, we did Sharina, Sherlock, and I was talking about Sherry. So Sherry has an Apple phone, and I had to transfer and translate the picture. So I did learn a little something this time. And I'll put a background on it. But she made 2 table runners. And so Sherry can, if you're still in, well, I know she's got to be still in here, but she may be doing 2 things at the same time. If you can share your pattern, where it came from, and the idea of what you did for these table runners, that would be fantabulous. So this is the first one. Now notice there's no background. That's because I had to translate the picture. And when because I have I don't have an Apple phone. I have an Android. And it came across with Apple stuff, and even doing it to Microsoft and all that, I think I did pretty good. It just doesn't have a background. So I think next time I'll put a background on it, and that way you can see more of the quilt. But this is her first table runner. Now the thing about Sherry which I didn't do with Sharina. Sharina actually shared with me the background, the backing of the button quilt with the quilting. So I'll be sure I'm going to do her quilt again because I think it's important that we all see quilting, okay? And what it looks on the back, what it looks like on the back. So I'm going to, if Sharina is okay with it, I will reshare her button one because she did share the backing of the quilt. And you can see more of the quilting with it. That's just how it works. So Sherry always shares the backing. And I actually got this one because it's like a norm. So that's a table runner. And then Friendship Braid Table Runner by Jordan. Free. If it's free, it's for me. Free from Jordan Fabrics. Gotta love it. Okay. So that's the front of the table runner. And that's the back. Now, like I said, I don't have a background. Faux pas on me. Because I think it'd be easier to see. But that definitely is the backing to that particular table runner. And then she did a second one. What? So you can see it's the same design but different fabrics, which I always love when people do that too because it's all about inspiration, right? I actually like this table runner, guys. I don't know how y'all feel, but I really like this table runner. And that is the backing. Okay, so she flipped it, so you're seeing part of the front. Remember, I don't have a background to it, so it makes it kind of hard. But look at the quilting. Just ideas, just inspiration. If you're quilting your own quilts, I love it. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sharina. On February's Cherub Chip Chat, then I'm going to do it again because you did share those pictures and I downloaded them and got them ready, but for whatever reason they didn't get pulled up in this software. So thank you, Sharina, because I think it's important with inspiration, especially because we're all looking. We can look at a topper and as a long armor, we allow the quilts to talk. You will hear that a lot. And for those that are new to quilting their own quilts, they're always looking for inspiration on how to quilt a quilt. I mean, that is like one of the biggest questions that you will see anywhere when they're quilting their own quilts. Does anybody have suggestions? They will email, direct message, any way they can, any, different quilters. Maybe you're in a group. Sometimes you'll see it when a group. It's always a really big question is how do I quilt this? So one of the things I love to do, if you quilt your own quilts, I love, love, love if you share quilts that on the back so you can see some of that quilting, or I can blow it up all day long if it's quilted, because that is huge. It's always a huge question. How do I quilt this? So I love when y'all do it, whether it's a long armor that did it for you or you yourself. I love being able to share that inspiration or that product so that people can be inspired. Because it's a big deal. People always want to know, how do I quilt this? So Sharina just said on YouTube, some colors inspire and different colors inspire someone else. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. So that's the back side of her second table runner. Thank you, Sherry. So this next quilt, I don't know if it's quilted. I'll be honest with you, I didn't blow it up. And I didn't respond to ask, and I should have. So I'm going to watch the hashtag replay, and I'm going to look. It might just be a topper, which we all love. So in the last video, last week, we talked about AccuQuilt and their dies, and there was this whole conversation with Mayhem that said, why is it called a die? I will be honest with you, I haven't looked it up yet. But it is. You know, cutters are called dies, right? I mean, I don't know if I hope he's not angry at me. He's 31 today. Okay. So I don't know if the 30-year-olds, or the 20-somes, or the, you know, in that age group, I don't know if they just don't realize they're called dies or die cuts. But AccuQuilt is an amazing company that has different die cuts for you to do different projects. So we had this whole conversation last week, and Christina, one of our local cherubs, she actually made a quilt with the AccuQuilt die, some AccuQuilt dies. Now, I had to share it, and she gave me permission because a lot of you like chickens and roosters and that kind of motif. So I'm so grateful that she did, because this is an AccuQuilt die that she used, okay? An AccuQuilt die cut. Oh, that's not her. Okay. Let me go back. All right, there we go. That's chickens and roosters, right? And what I love is in the middle, the very center square. If you are on YouTube, you can, right? They're eggs. How cute is that? How cute! So this is a die cut that she used from AccuQuilt. So for those of you who love chickens, roosters, and all that kind of thing, and you have an AccuQuilt cutter, there you go. Love it. Yes. Oh, I know my mom would love it. So my mom just said love. Oh, I know. My mom, I need to share with y'all again what she did for our coop. So the coop is our classroom here at Halo. And she had to put chickens and roosters in the coop. So I need to take another picture and share that again, because we have a lot of new people. And it's very inspirational. Very, very inspirational. But happy birthday, Michael, says me. Sharon Campbell Coy is my mother, so it'd be my kids call her Meemaw. So Meemaw says happy birthday, Michael. Also, your great granddad's. Oh, I didn't know that, Mom. I do know, Mom, if I remember correctly, your mother and father were either married on Michael's birthday. There's some kind of anniversary between your mom and dad. Which, by the way, if y'all don't know, January 15th is actually Martin Luther King's real birthday. Now, we always celebrate it on a Monday because that's the federal holiday kind of thing. But the real birthday of Martin Luther King is today. So we can all wish Martin Luther King a happy birthday too. I'm guessing on no. On Sherry's, Mom, you said, love the colors and prints she used. The quilting is beautifully done. True story. Yes, their anniversary. I thought so, Mom. Which I always thought was weird because, you can't plan a birth. And my mom's mom and dad are amazing people, just like my mom and dad are. So that's a blessing for us. It's always fun. Anyway, so that is Christina's. Now the last quilt I want to share, I want to apologize to you now. I'm trying to remember the conversation I had. It's a local cherub, and I didn't get permission to share her name, so I'm not going to do it. But we're going to call her Loco Cherub. She's done a lot of different quilts. She's so fun. I absolutely love this woman. But I think I asked her what the pattern was or where she found it. And I want to say it was an odd place. So that's why I'm not remembering. But if you look at the pattern, it's a very easy pattern. And that's one of the things she says about this quilt. It was so easy to put together, so fast. Who doesn't love easy and fast? Who doesn't love this? Now, it's a baby quilt. So for those of you who are looking, I think it can be done with other things too. But I had to share it, and she let me share it. She did give me permission for that. So here we go. Now, it's just not a standard square. They are standard rectangles, but they're twisted and turned. Okay? And I love the colorway. Now, I think she told me, I think it's been so long. I think she told me she bought it as a kit, or see, that makes me want to think she actually put her own twist on it. But because there was some kind of deal with the fabric, there was some kind of, how we all go through dilemmas. Whether we cut something wrong, or we want to add a border, or we want to change it somehow to make it our own, then the fabric becomes a challenge. I want to say the fabric in some way became a challenge for her. Hey there, Ann. Glad to see you. Love the chickens, right? Yeah. Glad to see you, Ann. Ann's from the Williamsburg area. So she's another local cherub. But I love this quilt. And, if anybody is looking at making something fast and furious and gorgeous, if you want to know the exact pattern, because I know a lot of people do, you can always email me at angel@haloinspired.com, and I'll find it. I'll get it for you. I did do a little search trying to find it because it's been a while since I talked to this lady. And there's a whole story with her. And I don't think she was able to tell me who it was, but maybe if she's watching the hashtag replay, she can come back in and tell me. I'll get it for you. I'll find it. I will get it. I will let you know. Because it's not, she said it was so easy to put together. No matching seams. Right? So, it is so cute. And I love the colors. For a baby blanket or a baby quilt, because this is not a blanket, this is a quilt. For a baby quilt, oh, I love it. I love it. And I think it goes, okay. I don't know how it'll be interesting to hear what y'all think. I think it could go both ways, like a boy or a girl. But if it was a boy, I would have switched the colorway. Like I would have made the light green, tealy color more. I would have switched it with the peachy, pinky colors and made it predominant. Same fabrics, just I would have switched the colorways. So, Sherry says, very pretty. It is. Oh, Anne says it looks like a Missouri star pattern. It might be. It might be. I having the conversation with her and going back to where I'm trying to remember, which don't trust me. I want to say she did something on Etsy, but it could have been a Missouri star. Yeah. Sherry says very pretty. Sharina says that does look simple and it would look great with novelty prints. So here goes Sharina. Yes, it would. You're absolutely right, it would. Twice sliced. Well, I know that she didn't twice slice a block, Mom. These are all rectangles that are the same size. And then she just was able to put them together based on the pattern, but twice sliced. I'll go back and watch the hashtag replay on my own video. I want to know what that looks like. That might be very cool. It's been a while since I've seen that pattern. I've seen it before, but I can't remember what it looks like. Mom says, I think I did one with Christmas fabrics. Very easy. Very cool. Twice slice. I'm going to go look. And when the lady comes in, when she comes back in, I'm going to ask her again. But in the meantime, if anybody wants the pattern, because you need a pattern, email me. Angel at Halo, HALOINSPIRED.com. Angel at HaloInspired.com. And just reference the 15th of January Cherub Chit Chat. And I will find it. Any one of these patterns, if we didn't mention the pattern, any one of them that you ever see, you can always email me and I will do my due diligence to figure it out, contact the creator, and get that pattern for you. Anne says that would be cute, and it really would. You're not wrong. It would. It's a great pattern. Absolutely great pattern. Oh, then it's not the same one, Mom, because my mom says you have two different size blocks with the twice sliced. This one, they're all the same size, if I remember correctly. Listen, I could be wrong. But if I remember correctly, they're all the same size. So, all right. So that is Cherub Chit Chat. Of all the cherubs that are giving us inspiration. Absolutely love it. I ain't going to lie to y'all. When I see these things, I want to add them to a bucket list. But I'm always really inspired. Always. Y'all are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I love looking. It's one of my highlights. When people come in here and they bring quilts to me or they send me an email, it's like my favorite. Because I love to see what everybody's doing. And more importantly, I love the story. I love matching a story to the quilt. That is my ultimate favorite. It doesn't matter what the quilt is. It could be just simple 2-inch squares, the whole thing. If you got a story, I love it. And if you will ever indulge me to share the story, that's even better. All right, so I promised you, now that we have the inspiration from all our cherubs out of the way. Yep, there you go, Mom. I have 2. I like to, I almost didn't, and it was so funny because Sherry is watching our backside. She's making sure we don't have any trolls, blocking things that don't happen when they pop up. I mean, she's doing a lot on the backside. And at first I told her, I'm not going to share anything new. I'm not going to do it. And then I changed my mind. Okay. So for those of you, not fabric though, Mom. Okay. But for those of you who love Fabric Cafe, and I got to tell you, there are a lot of you. Okay. I personally happen to love the people of Fabric Cafe. I've had an opportunity to meet them and to talk to them in person and, have those conversations. The people of Fabric Cafe, to include Donna Robertson, who is the guru, the whole start of the thing, Fran, her daughter, and oh no, I'm going to forget his name. Oh my gosh, I hope they don't watch because all of a sudden I'm forgetting. The son, her son. He used to travel. I don't know if he was there at Quilt Market when I got to talk to Donna, but I met him years and years ago when I went to my first Hampton Roads quilt show. He's been doing a lot from the beginning with her. And then, of course, her husband, which I never have met, but I've seen him on video, and he seems really cool. So they're 2 fantabulous people. 2 fantabulous. Oh, my gosh. They're a family of fantabulous people who have created the Fabric Cafe storefront. And they put out the most famous, as we know them, as the 3-yard quilts. So everybody who is a Fabric Cafe lover waits for the next book to come out. So a book did come out. What I need to do is see what the published date is. Okay, so this one came out in October. I didn't have it in October, I ain't gonna lie to you, but we have it now. And so I want to show you that, but then there's a new thing they're doing. And so for those of you who love Fabric Cafe, you're going to love this. Okay. So the first book that came out in, hey there, Claudia, glad to see you. The first book that came out in October that I have, that was before the new one, which is January, just came out, guys, just now. Okay. The one before it was October, and it's called Double Focus. Will Fabric Cafe be at Mid-Atlantic? I don't know. I didn't ask them, but you know what, Ann? I will ask for you. So I will let you know. And at the next video, next week on the live, I will let you know if they're going to be there. They haven't been there in a while. So I don't know. I'll let you know. Just for you. Thanks for asking, because other people want to know too. Okay. So first book, October. All right, here we go. It's called Double Focus. Now this one's kind of unique in the idea that if you read here, it says 8 designs, which that's a norm. Okay. That is an absolute norm, that they do 8 per book. But each pattern on this one is, it features 2 beautiful focus fabrics. So normally they only do 1. This one, it's still a 3-yard quilt, and it's 2 focus patterns, okay? And here are the different quilts that are included inside here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. Yeah, just want to make sure. And you can see that they have, oh, isn't that cute? 2 focus fabrics. Oh, how interesting. Oh, I was watching a video. I didn't realize I was watching the double focus. I go out and watch what they have to say. So, and what they're doing. I started to watch this video for this book, just so I can give a little bit more insight at times if somebody asks. And I can send you to the video if you're ever wanting to watch the video where they talk about it. They do kits if you love the colorway of this specific quilt. They do kits that you can buy on Fabric Cafe out of Texas that will be shipped to you, but it's that colorway. Okay, so if you're ever like, I love that pattern, but I love that particular fabric with the colors and everything, you can buy them through Fabric Cafe with those fabrics, okay? Until it gets too old and the fabrics are gone. I mean, that's just how it works. But super cute, a little different in my opinion. Of course, Donna and Fran work together on it, and double focus because they use 2 focus fabrics instead of their light, medium, and focus kind of thing, or light, dark, and focus kind of thing. And they always include 3 sizes, but their 3-yard quilts are generally like a throw size, and then you add different things. Now I got to share with you, it just came out. I do have it in the house. I have several. So whether you're ordering online or ordering or coming into the shop and getting them for yourself through the shop here at the brick and mortar, we do have it, but they also have a video to talk about it that just released yesterday. Okay? And the new book and the new idea. This is new, guys. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Look, we're not doing 3-yard. What are we doing? 5-yard quilts. And of course, just like before, they do still include king, queen enlargement instructions. Okay, so basically I did look at this here. I don't want to give you instructions. So this finished size is still 52 by 68, so they're still the same kind of sizes. These are the quilts. The difference is, oh, I just got educated on this. Let me think about it. Okay, so it's like they always have 1, 2, 3, light, medium, dark, or light, focus, dark, or whatever it is included for that quilt pattern. But now they're adding, oh, let me look again. I just watched this yesterday. Okay. How did they break that down? Basically, you've got a focus print, a light, and a dark, and then the 4 and 5, they have basically 2 more fabrics. And I remember this now. It depends on the pattern. So you might have a second light and a second dark, or a second medium and a second dark, or a second focus and a second, pick one, light, medium, dark. But it's 5 different numbers instead of the 3. They just added 2 more. So then now you have each way, light, medium, dark, or focus, light, dark. That was 3 yards. Each one is 1 yard. Now they're adding 2 more, depending on the pattern. And so it gives you 5 yards. Okay. And they still have instructions to make it larger. Okay. But these are the patterns. This is the one I want to make. It's called Zenith. I love this. And basically how this is made is that you make one block, and it depends on how you turn it and how you put it together, that it makes this center one look like it's 3D and coming out at you. Very unique, very cool. And it uses 5 different fabrics, 1 yard a piece. Okay. Love it. But these are all the different patterns that are included in the brand new fabulous 5-yard quilts. And again, queen king enlargement instructions included. I think this would be really fun because it's different. And look at those patterns. Very cool. Very, very cool. Now this is, you know me. If you know me, I'm all about stars, okay? And to have it pop out at you. And it's all about construction and turning the block. That's all it is. You make one block. I don't know how many times because I didn't read the pattern yet. I just watched the video. And you make one block, and it is all about how you turn it to make it pop, okay? Cute patterns, says Claudia. Yeah. And I'll try and join next week. Love you too, Carrie. See you soon. Hello from Colleen Sews and Chats. Glad to see you, girly. And you love that pattern too. I know, right? Love it. New book, new idea. You know, they're trying to... listen, they're up in their game. This isn't too bad either. It's got a lot of stars. I mean, multiple multiple points. But you know, if you know a Fabric Cafe, they try to break it down in simplistic methods. So I'm looking at that. I haven't read the pattern yet, so don't quote me on this. But they could have done it with half square triangles, very, very easily. So that would make it an easy method. I don't know what they did, but this is kind of cool too, for me, right? This one with the bow ties. I mean, seriously? Look at that. So cute. So cute. Now remember, this is a 5-yard quilt book. So each one of these 8 patterns is 5 yards, 1 yard each. But you know what, guys? How many of y'all have bought 1 yard cuts and kept some fabric and you don't know what to do with it? If you got 5 to go together, this may be your ticket to bust that stash, okay? Happy hump day, whoop whoop, says Colleen. Indeed, I'll have to get the hashtag replay though. Absolutely you will. All right. So that is the 2 new products that I wanted to share with y'all. Oh, it didn't work. There we go. We should be good to go here. Of course, I should have flipped me, but now we'll just do it. We'll just get it over with. Okay. So yes, Colleen, you will have to see the Cherubs creations. Okay. For your inspiration. Okay. That's what the focus is of this Cherub Chit Chat. And people do not disappoint. So I would encourage you to watch the hashtag replay for sure. But at any rate, that is Cherub Chit Chat. Now, what's going to happen? I will be honest with you guys. So since the crazy train that I've been on for a while, I will be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to do this month. I had an idea prior. Okay, so I had something in the works. It was going to get done. Crazy Train started and everything went goosey woosey. I don't know if that's the saying, but that's what I'm saying. And so I was sitting there like, what am I going to do for January for my peeps out in the World Wide Web, right? I ain't going to lie to y'all. I think it was 3 or 4 days ago I finally figured it out. So come next week, I do have a video drop with a tutorial coming out to you, but it's just a little different, okay? And the idea that I will let you know, I've said this a lot of different places, I'm going to say it again. No, not this Saturday. The 25th of January is local quilt shop day. Okay? So whatever your local quilt shop is, I would encourage you to go, even if you buy needles for $5, even if you just stop in and say hello. It's encouraging that you do that because that shows that you support them. Okay? It's, I think it's nationwide. I don't think it's worldwide. I could be wrong, but I think it's nationwide local quilt shop day. We do participate at the level where there are some quilt shops that, of course, I would tell you just go into your quilt shop, show them support, okay? In some form or fashion, show your support to your local quilt shop. But then there's actually some of us who actually participate at another level, and we're doing the same, okay? So if you are local, because I want you to go to your local quilt shop. I could do something online, but I want you to go to your local quilt shop. So I'm not going to do something online like this. But if you're local to us, we'll have different sales at different times of the day. We will have different things going on. And we're actually going to do something as a community. So that's where the YouTube, Facebook world comes into play. Now I'll release the video on YouTube. So if you're in Facebook world, you'll have to catch it on YouTube. But we're going to do a little something different. And we're going to do something a little different. And I'm going to do a video. And I'm going to show you how to do something. Of course, because it's a tutorial, right? And it'll be free. And then I'll let you know next week if you want to participate, what it is that we're doing. I know that is so convoluted. Oh, look. Colleen says you can make them all to share a Sharita. I get so inspired when I'm at your quilt shop. I don't come often enough. Oh yeah, you can do. Just stop by, say hi. You don't have to buy nothing. I love you, girlie. Me and you go way back. I have 2 that I need to. Oh, good. Colleen. Like you just said, Heart Local. Yes, the 25th of January. You got 2 shops to visit. I would highly encourage it. Okay. Big T's, says Sherry, what I'm doing. Yep, it is. You learn from yeah, don't we all? Like, oh, I got stories about what people will learn from YouTube, and it works, right? I mean, we all get inspired. Facebook, YouTube, all the things. What was that date again? The date is the 25th of January. It's the last Saturday of January. To be honest with you guys, I think it's always the last Saturday of January, if I remember correctly. We did this last year. Last year was really fun, and we had a lot of participants. Because we did something different then too. It's just not, if people are coming into their quilt shop, we're all about having fun. So we want to do something fun. So we're doing something else, but this time I'm going to, even though I want you to go to your local quilt shop, I really, really do. I really do. On YouTube, I'm going to extend our Halo community to the YouTube world and share with you what we're doing for local quilt shop day, and you are most welcome to participate if you so if you so desire. See you Saturday. I hope so. This Saturday you will. Yes. And then again on the 25th, your favorite local quilt shop Halo inspirations. Love you, Claudia. Absolutely love you. She is. Yes. So, Claudia is one of our locals here, with the brick and mortar, and we always love seeing Claudia. She's amazing. We love seeing Julie. We love seeing Ann. I mean, we have a lot that come in locally and who participate in our lives. So, love y'all. Look forward to seeing all of you. So, look forward to next week. I am dropping a tutorial, but it's got a twist to it, right? And worst case scenario is just something for you to always look back on. And, if you want to make one, you have something to put in your bucket, because that's what I do. Save videos in my watch later list that is private, right? That's what's there. It's a little way of giving back a little bit. And then if you want to participate, it's always there too. And we hope that y'all will, because this is something we're going to try for the next few years for local quilt shop day. Just specifically for local quilt shop day. Try to make a difference in the quilty world and in our own world. Because remember, spreading joy and beauty is making our world a better place. So I look forward to seeing y'all. I went ahead and put it on the Halo Happenings calendar on our website that we will be live for Quilting and Answers next week. And so rest assured, during the day, you will, normally it's around 11. I hate giving any kind of time, because if something happens, it might be a little late. But around 11 is when we usually drop a video for you to always have in your bucket for inspiration, or a tutorial on something you want to learn, whatever it is. And so next week that will drop, and then we'll be live Q&A, live Quilting and Answers at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll just chit chat some more. So I hate to tease, but we haven't even told the community, the local community, what we're doing. And it's local quilt shop day, right? So we're going to add a little suspense, but I want to welcome all of you, because the Halo community in general, literally worldwide, y'all are amazing people. And we wanted to go there. We wanted to bring you in for this particular project. So at any rate, that's it. That's all she wrote for the Cherub Chit Chat of Wednesday, live Cherub Chit Chat. I want to thank Sharina and Sherlock Sews, Lori, and Sherry and Christina, and our local quilt shop with the baby quilt. Again, if anybody has any questions and wants something specific on patterns, if it's not in the comments, either on Facebook or YouTube, or you're just having trouble finding it, you can always email me or Halo. I have somebody outside talking. That was weird. Yeah, they're walking around. That's weird. Anyway, you can always email at angel at halo, HALO inspired. So one word though, HALOINSPIRED.com. And I will just make sure you reference which video you are watching, so I have an idea of where to start. And I will definitely get back to you, most definitely. No, thank you, Colleen. So, oh, look. Oh, I can't see it. Lona? Is that Lona? You said hello from Oklahoma. I appreciate you stopping by. You'll have to watch the hashtag replay because we're about to sign off. But at any rate, thank you guys all for coming along. I love chit-chatting with you. This is my favorite week, I think, of the month. I really do. I think this is it. So I look forward to next month. If you would be willing to allow me to share any of your photos of your whips, of your projects, of your finishes, you can email the same address, angel@haloinspire.com. I will, and of course there is an email address in a link, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, depending where you're at. There is a link in the description box for you, so you can just copy and paste. Send them to us, and I would be more than happy. And if you could, you don't have to. I'd love to hear the story. I'd love to be able to tell your story. And I will see y'all next week. But until next time, may you all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful, never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. Last time, y'all. Happy birthday, Mayhem. Happy birthday, Michael. We love you. Happy quilting to each and every one of you. We love you. Happy quilting. Happy hump day. Whoop, whoop. We will see you all soon.